I feel like the European fans do not need to be too disheartened, because right now, first of all, fearless draft. I feel like all the region gap is closing. Like how we managed to bring T1 to Game 5, like how Europe managed to take one game of Gen.G. That is very impressive. So keep their heads high, and we have been the last region, the weakest region for a long time. So we know how that feels. So.
All right, I am in the presence of Chawy, the head coach of CFO, after, wow, it's an historic result. We've read online about how this is the first best of 5 victory against a major region since 2012. And I know you've been there since 2012 as well. You've witnessed the Flash Wolves, you've witnessed the TPA, you've been on TPA yourself as a mid laner as well. What does it mean for you? How do you feel like right now? I can imagine there's so many things that are like pushing each other, like different emotions and everything going on, right?
Yeah, so first of all, I feel like MKOI is a very tough opponent. We have to think about the ban pick a lot, because their mid and top laners have very, very good counter picks and very unique picks that we never meet in our region. And like you said, we haven't won a best of 5 since season 2. So it's a historical moment for us and for all our viewers and fans that are supporting us. So we have a lot of pressure on our shoulder, but we made it, and it's amazing.
Yeah. And I mean, speaking of that, Kaiwing was telling us just 2 days ago as well how MKOI is a team that's like really hard to prep for, and even just EMEA in general, because they have like these unique strategies and picks and everything. You just said it yourself as well. Today we saw the Irelia, for example, right? That was the only one that actually did cause you too much trouble, that it made you lose one game, but still it was a very, very dominant performance all around, I would say. Did they show, I guess, like what you prepared for? Like, is this what you expected, or did you, like, I guess, like, how was the preparation as well in general?
So it's really hard to prepare against MKOI. Like you said, their counter picks is so strong. So like game 3, we never expected the Aurelia and Poppy pick, because by picking away the Poppy and the Aurelia, we cannot counter pick with Poppy. So it was really, really great ban pick from them. But other than that, the other 3 games that we won, we just know that we have to make sure our ban pick is strong enough to counter any counter picks that they have.
Yeah. And you prepared some edges of your own as well, because you slammed the Aphelios trash in the last game as well, and I think no one really expected that coming as well. Kalista is supposed to be a champion that wins the early game, right, and gets very dominant in lane as well, but you completely shut her down. Do you think that the Aphelios trash is like a very strong counter for Kalista Renata, for example, or was it also like a bit of a skill matchup for you?
First of all, we do our research, and we know that their bot lane, especially their support lanes, actually plays similar champions to our Kaiwing, our support players. He plays a lot of engaged champions, melee frontline champions, so we know that he doesn't play very strong support range support champions. So we know that we are confident going into the game, letting them have Kalista Renata. And we know that Aphelios and Thresh, if we play better than them, we will actually pressure them and win the lane. And if you have a Kalista Renata with a losing lane, you actually can't win the game.
Just like at the start of this interview, you highlighted how MKOI is still a very strong opponent, someone that you had to prepare a lot for. Still, especially for us EMEA fans, it's a bit rough because both of our teams just got eliminated. It's 1-6 as well in the lower bracket, so a lot of people have been jumping the gun, talking about how EMEA is suddenly the worst region in the world. And I mean, it's an exchange of power, right? Like for a long time, people were underestimating the LCP, disrespecting you guys as well, and now it's kind of the other way around. How do you feel about the balance of regions now, especially after this match and how MSI has been going as well?
I feel like the European fans do not need to be too disheartened, because right now, first of all, fearless draft. I feel like all the region gap is closing. Like how we managed to bring T1 to Game 5, like how Europe managed to take one game of Gen.G. That is very impressive. So keep their heads high, and we have been the last region, the weakest region for a long time. So we know how that feels. So don't be discouraged. We know that you guys will come back strong.
Yeah. Speaking of that, also. The LCP, it's a region that's been on the rise for some time as well. Even last year at Worlds, we saw you guys through GAM as well. I mean, technically it was Vietnam still back then, but like we saw teams starting to take more and more games. We saw Talon obviously had some pretty good performance as well, and now CFO first at first stand, and now at MSI as well. Do you feel like you guys are starting a new era reminiscent of the Flash Wolves as well and everything? Is this like the new Flash Wolves in a way?
We do not wish to be the new Flash Wolves. We wish to be the CFO. Yeah, because we actually formed this team, me and the manager Kenny. We actually planned a lot in forming this team, and we know that this will be the best team in our region in times to be.
Yeah. And Hongkyu obviously is the player that everyone has been talking about, right? He came in last year through PCL. He managed to, I think he earned promotion, right, with this team Nate something. I don't remember the name exactly. But yeah, I mean, it's been an insane storyline for him. He just turned 18 a few days ago as well. We hear so much about how he's also like a bit immature still, like he's lacking experience, and he's really funny. We hear about all the family vibes as well, how some people like call each other weird and stuff, and like they have all these jokes together. How is it like for you to be able to train the next generation of tomorrow, especially as a mid laner yourself, and yeah, just be in the presence of all these amazing players?
So like we talk about Hongkyu, first of all, when we formed this year's CFO, Kenny and I, we actually know that I'm the coach to be, because he's a rookie mid laner and he needed someone who actually know a lot about mid lane. And so it's kind of funny because when Hongkyu first joined us, he actually dies so easily to mid ganks. He dies so easily in team fight. He doesn't know how to play side lane, team fights, you know. He's just some guy with crazy mechanics. But the issue is that he's super mechanically skilled and he's super talented. So everything that me and the players, we teach him how to play the game, he actually learn it so fast. Like in days, like in 1 day, 2 days, he'll learn it so fast. If he doesn't know how to play Rise, I just teach him, show him a few replays. The next day, when he wakes up, he knows how to play Rise. He mains Rise right now. So it's just how crazy talented this guy is, you know.
Yeah. Do you believe that Hongkyu like could legitimately make a statement to become one of the best mid laners in the world? Because I mean, we saw him push Faker very hard. Obviously, I would say like at the end it was also a bit of nerves and everything, and obviously he's still gaining experience, right? And he showed so much. Even today he solo killed Jojo Pun like 4 times at least, right? It was insane. He pushed Jojo Pun more than Knight did even. So at what point does he stop his growth? Is he actually like on the way to become one of the legends of this game?
So I feel like Hongkyu, like I said, he's a really talented player, and he's a really lucky guy because he's first year in the pro scene, and his team with Gen.G, with Kai Wing, with Dogo, with all these experienced pro players. So, and everyone is very patient with him. Like you said earlier on, like the team atmosphere is super good. We actually have fun together. We actually do not pressure each other. We do not flame each other. We actually just, if you fail, we'll just laugh at it, you know? Yeah. So it's a great atmosphere for him to improve, and he really did not let us down. So we'll continue teaching him, and I feel like the best way he can learn is from all these international tournaments, playing against the best mid laner, like you said, Jojo Pun, Chovy, Faker. He has to play against all these best mid laner in the world. So I think that's where they can teach him the best.
And I mean, speaking of the best mid laners in the world, he has a very tough matchup ahead of him as well, because you're going to be facing off against anyone's legend and Shanks. Shanks as well has been one of the major players that has been on the rise as well. His story a bit reminiscent of what Hongkyu has been going through as well. What are you expecting ahead of this very important matchup as well? I know there's a bit of regional, like, let's say, rivalry, right, as well. So what does it mean for you, this matchup?
So first of all, AL's head coach, Tabi, used to be my coach in season 8. Yeah. So I'm going to do my best to take down Tabi. Although AL is a really strong team, one of the strongest LPL team in history. You know, the way they play the game is really smart with Tabi's coaching. So we'll do our best to win them. And like you say, Shanks is something like Hongkyu. He's actually very talented. He improves so much. We play against him. He's very hard to catch him off guard. You know, so and he's champion pool. So we'll do our best, and hopefully we bring an amazing game, best of 5, to all the fans.
Are you guys still underdogs for that match?
Definitely. but we'll do our best and we'll try to take them down because we want to go into top 4 and hopefully finals and meet T1 again, you know.
Just lastly to finish up as well, how proud are you of how far you've come as well? Like, because your career has been going on for more than 10 years. I don't want to make you feel old, but when you started your career, I was still in school. I was still like studying. I was watching Worlds from my bedroom. Like I was like 12 years old. Now you're here. You're having a new start to your career. I mean, obviously you've been a coach for some time already, right? But what does it mean? Like, are you proud of all your accomplishments?
So first of all, I actually started playing from season 0, WCG in 2010. Yeah. So it's been a long way, and I'm not really proud of my achievement. I'm more focused on helping the younger players, the younger generation, get better results. Because in the past, I feel like if I knew better about the game, if I had better coaches, I feel like I could have gone way further. And I feel like my esports career as a player has been very, very sad and pity. So I don't want my players to go through that situation. So I do my best to help them get the best result internationally and help them get their best contract, help them get the best career ever.
Awesome. Well, Chawy, thank you so much for talking with us today. I wish you the best of luck against AL. It's going to be a very important matchup. And, well, if we can't beat you, we're going to join you. So we're going to be rooting for you to take them down. And, yeah, I just wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much again. And hopefully we get to talk to you again soon.
All right. Thank you very much.